Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Bob Walters. This is the New York Knicks late night post-game show. Knicks get a big win tonight. They're sixth in a row. Big games from OG Anunoby. Big game from Josh Hart. Big games from Landry Shamet as the Knicks get their sixth consecutive win. Welcome, everybody. Welcome into the show. I'm Bob Walters. Thank you for joining us here tonight, late night, midnight. The late game on NBC just finished up. Oklahoma City with a win over Denver, 121-110. And as they continue to just roll through, the Western Conference and everything like that. But the Knicks tonight, listen, the Knicks got a big win. LeBron James came in to town. It was a hot ticket, about $500 just to get in the building, which to me is a little outrageous, but it was possibly one of the last games that LeBron will play here. He did make a comment about the New York Knicks fans right after the game. Here, I'll play it for you right now. You might have heard it by now, but yeah, let's go. Let me play it for you.
To be honest, just being able.
Oh, that's not it right there. Hold on. Do I even have it? I might not have it. I might not have saved it. But either way, he made a comment. He said he respects the Knicks fans. He said that they're excellent fans, excellent sport fans. It wasn't anything bad or anything like that. So LeBron, barring in case if he plays another couple of years, he might not play at Madison Square Garden again. So there's that. But listen, the Knicks are really putting it together now. The last couple games, the last 2 weeks, they got 6 in a row. They are now tied with the Celtics. They got a big showdown in Boston coming up this week. But tonight it was an odd game, right? Because you had Brunson, who didn't really play that well. He didn't score points. He was shut out in the second quarter, which you never see happen. And they got it from different places. They got it from Landry Shamet. They got it from the offensive rebounds. They got it from Josh Hart. They got it from OG Anunoby, who had another big game. The Knicks, they're coming together now. It's good to see them beat a team like the Lakers, when they don't get a big game from Brunson, or Brunson has an off night, and the Knicks are able to come out and win this game, pretty much going away. They win it by 12 points, but they struggled in the beginning. LeBron was having a big game to start. And then, then the Knicks came back and they played well. Let's get the, as you see the stats up here, Brunson with only 12 points, 4 of 15 shooting. You had Bridges, who was 10 points. And then you have Landry Shamet, who had some big threes down the stretch. The Knicks got a lot of offensive rebounds. They outworked the Lakers really in most of the game, most of the fourth quarter at least, and they were able to come away with their sixth straight win. Let me put up the highlights here. Welcome to the show, everybody. Once again, this is Locked Up Sports Knicks late night post game. I'm Bob Walters. Let me bring it up. There it is. So Knicks get the win tonight. Hold on. Let me put this. There you go. All right, so Knicks get the win. Like we said, NBC, the late game just ended. They had Iron Eagles kid doing the late game. I love Mike Tirico, too, by the way. Mike Tirico, I don't think I've ever heard him do a basketball game. Fantastic. He's just fantastic, whatever he does. And NBC is always a classy kind of thing, putting on the game, the way they do things. They got the Olympics coming up. They got the baseball, Sunday night baseball. They got Sunday night football. And now they got Sunday night NBA. I know they've had the NBA games, during the week and stuff, but this is Sunday night. Football's off, so that they bring their A team with Tirico and Reggie Miller, and I thought they did a fantastic job. But the Knicks now tied with the Celtics, 5.5 behind Detroit, and the Celtics coming out of nowhere, right? They played better than anybody could imagine. And now the trade deadline coming up. Is Giannis going to go? Are the Knicks in the mix? I don't think the Knicks are really in the mix that much. I don't think they're going to get Giannis. First of all, he's hurt, right? He's out 4 to 6 weeks. The Knicks have a good thing going with this team. Not that you wouldn't want Giannis, especially the way Cat's played over the last month or so. He has not played well at all. He's had really trouble scoring tonight. I mean, nothing great from Cat tonight, but he's had trouble scoring even during this win streak. He's been a little bit better, but he hasn't really been the Karl Anthony Towns that the Knicks are going to need if they're going to contend for a championship. So they do have some pieces that they need to improve on at the trade deadline. I just wouldn't expect or get my hopes up for Giannis if that's what you're doing, if you're a Knicks fan. But like I said, good win tonight because Brunson doesn't play well. When you get a win like this, when you get contributions from Shamet and you get contributions from Josh Hart, who put in 20 points, and you get a 25 out of OG and the threes were dropping, it was a good night at the Garden for the Knicks and the Knicks fans. Expensive ticket, LeBron in town, maybe the last time. So we'll see how that goes. But Knicks got a big week coming up as we bring this up here. 1 second. Knicks got a big week. Like I said, they got a showdown in Boston on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, the daytime, the 12:30 game, early Sunday afternoon in Boston. Knicks, Celtics, they got the Nuggets coming in on Wednesday, and then they go to Philadelphia the following Wednesday after the Super Bowl on the 11th. So that Celtics game, you circle that one. It's kind of a measuring stick game. Listen, it's not important in the overall landscape of the season, 82 games, but you really, really want to win and see where you match up against the Celtics team. And the Celtics, listen, don't underestimate the Celtics. They played well now. We're a good portion into this season. You're almost 60 games into this season. Now it's really, they're a good team. They're going to make the playoffs. Are they going to get their guy back? I don't think he's going to come back. And if he does, he's not going to make too big of an impact, because that type of injury, when you blow out your Achilles like that, it takes over a year. Look at Brett Favre. Look at Aaron Rodgers coming back. He came back and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back early." They all think they can come back early. Then they come back early and they just, there's no game. He come back for the playoffs. He's going to come back for the playoffs and what? He hasn't played 82 games. He hasn't really played. You could say he's going to be fresh, but he's also going to be timid on that leg. So I think the Knicks are the best team in the Eastern Conference. I do. I think they have to play like it. I think they're better than Detroit. Detroit is obviously, won more games. They got a 5.5 game lead. They might win these. They might win the number one seed, but the Knicks should be right there. And it's going to be, this is the year they want to get to the finals. It's finals or bust, I think, for the Knicks. Now, are they expected to beat OKC when they get there? No, of course not. But you want to roll the dice. You want to get there, right? We also have the Blue Jays, who could have beat the mighty Dodgers. So we'll see. But big week coming up. I think that Celtics game is a big measuring stick game. And also the Sixers. Listen, Sixers give the Knicks fits. They beat them the last week in Philadelphia. They get them again in Philadelphia on the Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday. And then you got the Nuggets coming in. They'll be coming off a loss tonight to OKC, 121-111 on the late NBC game. And now you got the Knicks in the early game. But like I said, I liked it watching it on NBC. I like Tirico. Tirico's good with whatever he does. He's not Mike Breen, obviously, but he's Mike Tirico. He's one of the best in the business, with whatever sport he does. I don't think I've ever heard him do basketball before. But Mike Brown. They asked Mike Brown after the game about Landry Shamet and when did he realize that, Shamet could be this good and this big of an impactful player. He said that it was before he even took the job. He said he came into the interview knowing that Shamet could be have a bigger role in this team and play bigger minutes and score big points for this team. And tonight he was clutch, and that with OG, Hart, and add in the offensive rebounds, and you could do it without Brunson having himself a really, really a big game. He didn't have a big game tonight. He had 12 points, I believe it was. So, it is what it is. And the Knicks played good defense tonight. They kept down, LeBron. They kept down Luka. Luka had 30 points, but they weren't really significant. At no point, maybe at some point in the first quarter, he was dominating the game a little bit. But at no point did he really dominate the game. Luka's going to get his 30. You could just, chalk that up to what it is. But the Knicks with a good win tonight, 6 in a row. Like we said, after they struggled for a month, everybody was worried. Everybody was ready to jump off a cliff. Oh, how bad are the Knicks? What are we going to do? We got to get Giannis. We got to do this. We got to make these moves. Cat stinks. Listen, calm down. It's a long season. When you stretch out 82 games, it's a long season. There are going to be stretches like the Knicks had. And there might even be another one in there. But in the long run, this is a good team. It's a team that they play a lot of their guys. He goes 8, 9 deep. You know, you got Shamet in the rotation. You got Kolek, who again put up a couple big minutes tonight. Kolek will go out there and score 20. And then, but even when he scores 8 tonight, it was an impactful 8 points. He had some big shots in the third quarter. I like what Kolek's doing. You got, like I said, you got Shamet, Mitchell Robinson. Mike Brown goes deep in this bench. They did kind of the fire wagon hockey change at the end for the last, 15, minute, half a minute or whatever it was. But, as of right now, you got some guys who don't play, like Yabusele. Yabusele, listen, people are talking about they want to trade him but when you say you want to trade him, you're going to trade him for what? Why would another team want him? To give you somebody of value when he's been so bad for this Knicks team and such a disappointment. He's been one of the worst players on this team and such a disappointment. You think you're going to trade him away and get something of value? No, you're not. You're just not. And then you got, who else was there that played tonight? Like I said, Mikal Bridges only 10 points. Mikal Bridges could be traded if there's a Giannis deal with Cat. I don't know if I want to do that. Listen, not that I don't want Giannis. Of course you want Giannis. You can't say you don't want. He would make this team better. He would make them probably a championship team, a team that could beat Oklahoma City if they got Giannis. But you don't want to be messing around and getting Giannis first of all, damaged goods. Right? Is he going to be hurt? How is that injury going to affect him going forward this year? This is a now team, the Knicks. So they got to win this thing now. They want to go to the finals now. They want to be in it. And, listen, I'm not going to argue against trading for Giannis. I'm certainly not, especially Cat, because Cat's soft. Cat came in here. They said he was soft. He's come in here and he has done nothing to prove that he's not soft. You'd think that when you come in here, he hears it. He hears that he's soft, coming from all the radio pundits and the TV, and even some of his players on the other teams say that Cat's soft. It's a known thing. You'd think he'd want to come in here and play his ass off, and he doesn't. He just doesn't. He was okay in the playoffs last year, but it's not good enough. Not for what we heard we were getting and what you thought you were getting with Cat. Not good enough. Because Brunson's the opposite. Brunson plays his ass off. He'll play until he gets hurt. But Cat is soft, and he's continued to be soft. Tonight he had, what do you have? He had 11 points in 32 minutes, 5 of 11. That's not good enough. And he had the 13 rebounds. So you're okay with that, but listen, you need more. You need more from Karl Anthony Towns. Absolutely more. But it was good to see with Brunson not having a good game, the Knicks being able to win. And that's important. And I think that was big tonight. And it's good to beat the Lakers. It's good to beat LeBron, like you said. Lakers aren't a bad team. That Western Conference is stacked, so they're a little further back there. And I think 5th in the conference. But, Brunson, bad game. Josh Hart, 20 points. You don't get 20 points very often out of Josh Hart. And he was a little bit, he was off on the rebounds. He had 4 rebounds. Usually has more than that, only had 2 assists. But Josh Hart is the no pun intended, the heart of this team. He makes this team go. Him and Brunson. They are the heart of this team. And OG is right there behind them. OG, I think, probably could have got an all-star. He might get an all-star appearance. He's not going to be a starter. People were talking tonight about, I heard some people saying that, he should have been named a star. He's not going to be a starter because he was inconsistent so far in this first half. He had that bad stretch. He's been good lately. He's been playing like an all-star lately, but that's not enough to get you to be an all-star starter. And not that it really matters. To be honest with you, I don't think you even want these guys playing in any kind of all-star thing because you roll an ankle or something, the whole thing goes to hell. Look at Brunson last year or, when he hurt his knee. Yeah, it's too much. These all-star games and the WBC in baseball and the Pro Bowl when they had it in football, I don't want any part of it. Nobody on my team. You make the team, name the All-Star team. That's it. It's stupid anyway. They come up with these different formats every year that really don't work. Nobody plays defense. It's not really competitive. It's not good. It's not entertaining. It's not a good watch for anybody to even watch anymore. So why even bother doing it? Name the All-Star team. Give these guys their bonus to still have All-Stars. You were still an All-Star starter. It's like almost be like an All-Pro. They don't have an All-Pro game. Just name them. Name them. Give them their bonuses. Whatever the money is that they get for being All-Stars. Yeah, you could even have starters. But there's no need to play the game. It's pointless. It's something that has really just dwindled in every sport over the last 15 to 20 years. And it's just, the NFL got it right by eliminating the Pro Bowl, but they still have that stupid skills competition. Nobody watches that. I shouldn't say that because I guarantee they probably get bigger ratings than most things. Everybody, the NFL just prints money. People watch anything NFL. So, but as far as the All-Star goes, the dunk contest has become kind of gimmicky. Is it really that good? I enjoy the 3-point contest, but now you have WNBA ladies playing in it, and just do away with the whole thing. Name the All-Stars, take 3 or 4 days off, and that's it. It's a wrap. So, Knicks win tonight. They have now won 6 in a row. They are tied with Boston. Showdown in Boston coming up on Super Bowl Sunday next week, 12:30. Get your Super Bowl Sunday started with the Knicks and the Celtics, and then right into your parties and right into Patriots and Seahawks at 6:30. So that does it for us here. Late night Knicks post game. Just come on, recap the game real quick. Not much going on. Look, a big win, a good win, 6 in a row, a home win. These are games that you expect to win now if you're the Knicks, and they did. Took care of business. Now it's on to Denver coming in on Wednesday, and then Boston on Sunday, and then the Knicks go to Philadelphia, and then host the Rockets, and then Cleveland. So those are the next 5 games. 5 games coming up for the Knicks. That's it for me. From the Brian Gunzel Studios, I'm Bob Walters. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.